my lighting? Like, what? Okay, something's, like, what is wrong? Why is it so dark back there? What if I just don't have a color? What about pink? Oh, what about, like, blue? Maybe we'll go with some pink up in here. Pink? No. My room isn't working over here, so we're just gonna have to have no color. But, like, this one didn't look that bad. It just looks, like, really, really dark. It doesn't look like an Allie video. You know, we're just not gonna do a color today, okay? Okay. Wait a minute. There's a hole in my sock. I'm gonna change my socks. I just got new socks, so I'm gonna change into them. I'm not gonna show my feet on camera because I'm kind of grossed out by feet. But isn't, like, everyone for putting the sock on? That I've been to the year 3000. Not much has changed, but they live underwater. And your great-great-great-granddaughter is doing fine. Doing fine. Me too. I think it's a pretty good sock. It's a little some smiley face. It's going to be the longest intro in the entire world. And ew, I hate feet. Hey guys, it's Allie. I have short hair. What? This is my first video filming with short hair, and it feels weird. Also, I built a bookshelf. Fun times. I wrote down like an intro type thing. Let me go get it. Oh, hello there. Didn't see you. My name is Allie, and I may have to take a quick taco break because I'm very hungry. My brother went to go get me tacos because I can't drive yet. Yay for being young. Speaking of being young, that was a horrible transition into what this video is. Phases! This term is a lot less exciting than I thought it was going to be. What is on my finger? Ow, it hurts. Okay. So yes, phases. What exactly is a phase? I don't know. I feel like I need to look at my phone. I got a new phone case. Look at it. It's like stars. If my Siri worked, I would ask Siri, but my Siri for some reason does not work. Watch. What is a phase?
No music is playing.
Google, you're going to help me out here. Phase. A distinct period or stage of process in... Wait. Phase. A distinct period or stage in a process of change or forming part of something's development. The more you know. Okay. Yep. I don't know what I was going to say there. Now, I'm probably going to learn a lot of things, and some of my friends might even learn a lot of things here. Really? The thing is, I feel like people often forget how old I actually am, and they forget that I am still a freshman. I'm still a 14-year-old girl who doesn't really know who she is still. She has ideas, but she doesn't really know who she is. That went a little bit depressing. I know who I am. You know what I mean. Most of the YouTubers that you guys watch have already gone through the phases to try to find out who they are as a person. So with me, I'm just not quite there yet. From every little phase I've had, I've picked up characteristics that make me my unique person I am at the moment. And it's funny because there's a lot of things that if I wouldn't have gone through the phase, then I would have been nothing like I am today. We'll get more into that when I'm actually showing you my phases. But the thing is, my personality has really never changed. I don't know if that's just an observation I've realized. I'm still the sarcastic little asshole that I've always been. Let's go on with the phase timeline. Okay, actually, I'm gonna use this. Okay, no, I'm not. Actually, but like, no. I was like thinking to myself. You know, no, we're just gonna use the same book. Okay, just pretend that this is a different book. Okay? Okay. Whoosh! Firework come out of book. Here in this book is where all of my phases have gone when they died. So we're just gonna go through. Where to start? Oh yes! Wanna be Tumblr Allie. What? Tacos. BRB. I had my taco break. I just happened to have watched a video on YouTube while I was eating. It was by the YouTuber of Evan Edgar, and I just actually started watching Evan, and because he just made a video about dealing with negativity and being real. That's what the title is. I think I need to turn this lighting down a bit. He was like, when I'm not happy, I'm not who I am. And I've kind of also realized that that's how I am as well. I was not mentally stable. I had no clue when I lost who I was as a person. I lost the giddy, happy Allie. And then when I started to become more positive and happy again, I started to become not that. I have so much to say on this topic that I don't even know if I'm going to have time to actually talk about my phases. I have so much to just say. And I haven't sat down and spoken my words, and this just feels so amazing to just sit in front of a camera and talk about what I wanted to talk about. So you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And if this video ends up being a little bit longer, feel free to watch. If you don't want to watch it, that's okay. This is definitely something I've wanted to talk about for a very long time because I know none of you guys are oblivious to my style changing every once in a while and the way I look changes and so on and so forth. We're going to start from the very, very beginning. Wanna be Tumblr Allie, like I said. who is going to be shown as right here. That was the 6th grade, 7th grade me. In 6th grade, I was very much bullied. Was on the chubbier side. I wasn't the prettiest flower in the pumpkin or the pumpkin patch, whatever, however the saying goes. I didn't even have a personality, honestly. I was just like everyone else. But I did have one friend who we got identified as lesbians, and I went to a Catholic school, so being called a lesbian was, you were an easy target. That's when I transitioned into the internet. But I saw a Tumblr girl named Acacia Brinley, and when I saw Acacia, I was like, I want to be like her. I became all these Tumblr things. More pictures as shown. Kind of see that I was just a basic wannabe Tumblr person. And then in 7th grade, I started YouTube. YouTube. I started YouTube because of all the popular YouTubers at the time, because of O2L, who I adored, and Tyler Oakley, and Troye Sivan, Marcus Butler, all of those British YouTubers. Especially I wanted to be like the O2L people, so I became the skater, cool Tumblr person. That's just kind of who I was for a very long time in 7th grade. And then I met 2 girls who were high schoolers or were going to be going into high school. And here I was, thinking I was on top of the world because I was hanging out with high schoolers. And I think you guys all know where this one will be coming from. The grunge phase. Dun, 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 dun. Definitely the most intense portion of my life, where most of my regrets come from. But hey, don't regretty. Eat spaghetti. Sorry, I saw that in Tumblr once and I was like, when can I use this in a video? All my pictures were in pitch black but with flash, so the background was all black, but I was clear and sharp. I wore denim jackets, oversized things. I found these girls and we were inseparable. We were best friends. I thought I was just so much cooler than everyone. I lost many potential friends from my middle school because I just thought I was the cool kid, and I was just in my own world with YouTube and these girls and taking pictures at 5 a.m. and pitch black. It was something that not everyone experienced at my school, so I felt cool and I wanted to be different. Don't worry, Allie, you are already different. Parents, I'm sorry. I wish you kind of were like, stop that. I want to go back to people and be like, I'm so sorry for what I said to you. I'm so sorry for this, and I'm sorry, because it's not who I am. I'm not a person who's a troublemaker. I knock over a can and I'm like, crap, I shouldn't have done that. These girls who, don't get me wrong, I still love, and we don't talk anymore, but they still were a big impact on my life. Got me into making some bad decisions, and we've even talked about this before. We've even been like, we were so bad, and it just makes me so upset to look back and be like, I don't know why you thought this was you, because you've never been like this. You have never, ever in your life had a mean bone in your body. You have never been the one to pick up fights and just be an idiot. You shouldn't regret the things that you did in the past, but it's just so difficult sometimes. I just look back at that and I just go, you're an idiot. Why would you do that? Oh my god. What other phases? Oh, ha 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 ha. The trendy American Apparel phase. Kind of got into not really a dark time anymore. Oh, also, my mental health was completely out of whack when I was in my grunge phase. I just wish I could go back and be like, you're not stable. Tell your parents that you're not happy. Tell your parents that this was and that you could have had your life. Okay, we're not even gonna talk. We're done talking about the grunge phase because I just can't anymore. Then got into the trendy American Apparel phase where all my clothing came from American Apparel, and I was kind of a pastel white blog person. Pictures! Ba, 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 ba! That was just kind of my transition out of the grungy thing. You guys know what I mean by grunge, because it's a thing. No matter what any people say, oh, it's a type of music, blah, blah, blah. It's a thing! It's a thing that the internet has created, so just deal with it. Okay? Alright. Oh, this piece of hair. Sad times. There's not really anything else about the American Apparel phase. It was kind of my transition out, which I'm glad I eventually did. Alright. What else? Summer Tumblr. Ha 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 ha. Kind of went back to the Tumblr phase now, didn't we? This is when my friend Corey kind of showed me more of the beauty gurus on YouTube and Meg DeAngelis. Sorry, I probably messed that up. Sarah Furtado. Those group of girls that are neon. I was pretty happy with my life. I was pretty happy. Oh, pictures. Bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. I think it was just me loving the summer and just kind of taking in the summer. Alright, next phase. Anime Kawaii is a little bit before the Brit Awards last year when I got into Dan and Phil. I don't even know who I'd be without them. Without them, I wouldn't have found any of my interests that I have today, which I really thank them for. I got into anime. Ooh, what's the word? The like cutesy type anime with all like pink and pastel and people are falling in love. That type of anime. Quite ironic because my first anime ever was Death Note, so I wanted to be like a little anime girl, and I wore a lot of pink and pastel. But that's when I was kind of just starting to transition into my anime obsession freak that I am now. I love anime and I love Japanese culture, and that's where my love for Japanese culture came about. I found a lot of things that I still love today. Oh god. Oh no. Honestly, this one needs to probably be explained a little bit. I did explain it a little bit in the beginning. My, 4-month little thing that happened. So here's my explanation. So here's the one that a lot of you guys probably found me by, which is quite interesting. I gained a lot of subscribers within this time range. I'm, sitting on my knees because I'm just, cringing. This is when a lot of my newer subscribers came in. And here's the thing about this next one, because it's quite recent. I don't like it. I'm not anything like that anymore. That was my quick little 4 or 5 month emo phase. It was about 5 months, 5 to 6 months. And then I remember a lot of people in the Dan and Phil fandom being like, oh yeah, I love My Chemical Romance and Pierce the Veil. You guys know. So I started to like these bands. When I would tell people I like these bands, they would be like, but you don't look like you listen to those bands, which is such a stereotype. Why do I have to look like I listen to the bands? Why can't I just listen to the bands and not have to look a certain way? When I heard that, I remember getting offended for some reason. I don't know why. So I was like, oh, you want me to look like that then? Well, then I'll get some bangs. Which I actually did get the bangs. I actually did get the bangs because I like the bangs. Wearing even more black clothing, and I started wearing ripped jeans, and I dyed my hair. Oh my god, I dyed my hair. Shaved an eyebrow. What? Why? Bum, ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. That's it. Bumped. Definitely the lowest I think I have ever been in my life. I was in a relationship that I was far from happy in because of his mental health. I felt like I had to stay with him, which then affected me. I then started to get his sadness, and also the people I was surrounding myself with, they were all sad as well, and that just really took a hit. I'm one of those people who my emotions low-key, high-key, really, really high-key depend on other people. If you're happy, I'm gonna be happy. If you're sad, I'm probably going to also feel sad, and that's just a common thing with people. That's just a common thing. When these people that I met in the beginning year in high school, when they were all very depressed and some suicidal, not that I ever got to the point where I was suicidal, but I just hated myself, and I hated everything. You think of the stereotypes, and it catches on. This could have been just me, but if you have ever gone through a little emo phase, I want you to tell me this. But when you are surrounding yourself with all of this sadness and these sad songs, and you almost feel like you have to go with the stereotype of not feeling happy, and that's how I felt. So not only was I going with the stereotype, but I hated everything. It probably annoys you guys how much sometimes my look or my appearance changes, but honestly it shouldn't. This video's not going to relate to everyone. It's honestly not. This is just a few people that this is probably really going to relate to, but some of you guys might kind of want an explanation. I had this video planned where I was going to be a little skit as well. I just got so into talking about this. This past month has just been I've just been so happy. I've never been genuinely sad in a month. 2 months, actually, probably. And I broke up with the person I wasn't happy with. I got rid of a friend I met earlier in the year who was just not good for my mental health, and but I feel like I had to stay there for her, you know? I'm a people pleaser. I like to please other people. I like to help other people, and that's okay to do. But if it's physically dragging you down, that is not something that you should hold on to. For the people who are also people pleasers, you might feel like crap after ditching this person. Do you understand how many times this girl left me letters saying, I'm sorry, whatever I did wrong, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. The thing is, she didn't do anything wrong. But she was making me not happy. It's just one of those things where you have to do it for you. Because I know a lot of people, this video is going to be so long, I'm so sorry. It's just not worth it. To make yourself miserable, to make someone else feel better, it doesn't quite make sense when you actually think about it. This video was supposed to be a funny video. This ended up just being a colossal of words that who even knows if anyone even is watching this part right now? Are you watching this? If so, hello, thank you. Thank you for hearing me out, and thank you for everything. Just thank you. This video has just, I feel like a huge just weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and not everyone's gonna watch this video. It's just the thing that's not gonna happen. It's me confused about who I am. Little by little, I'm getting there. This video is probably the longest video that I've ever made. About 70% of the people have clicked off this video by now. And if you are the 30% who have not clicked off this video, I love you a lot. If you do not know, I have social media in the description below. I have a second channel, which I post every so now and then. I will see all of you amazing, amazing people. Amazing. Truly lovely people next Sunday.